10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Is die Bundesliga. Hello everybody and welcome to the Grand Hakim channel. We are back covering the Bundesliga. I'm so excited for this game. Apologies for my hair and my eyes. I just woke up like 30 minutes ago. It's early morning for me, but it's the Bundesliga. You wake up when you wake up. My voice is still pretty raspy, but we'll muster through it. I'll get more awake as the stream goes on tonight. Before we get started, we're of course doing a live watch along for Bayern Munich and Holstein Kiel. Should be it's gonna be an interesting matchup. Before we get started though, if you are new to this channel, feel free to subscribe, bottom right hand corner. Smash the like button as well. Follow me on my social media at @Hakim is the Twitter, @_Hakim is the Instagram and TikTok. I can barely speak. If you want to get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All the links are going to be in the video description. Right, so they're doing a Holocaust remembrance ceremony here before the game here. Look, they're about to kick off soon. We will get starting lineup shortly. I did put a poll in the chat, everybody. Who do we think is going to win this game? And we're underway. All right, we got the clock working. Fantastic. Always a good thing when that works. Who's going to win, Bayern or Holstein Kiel? Get your predictions in the chat. For me, and look, I have my notes on my trusty iPad here. And we'll go through both teams, so don't you worry, I got you covered. It's got to be Bayern Munich, right? The last time they played, Bayern beat Holstein Kiel 6-1. At home, at Allianz Arena. I don't think Bayern have lost at home this year at Allianz Arena, so it's got to be Bayern. I think it's going to be, it'll be like a 3-1 win. Usually how Bayern Munich win games against crap teams, and Holstein Kiel is kind of a crap team, and we'll look at the standings, of course. Kind of how they win games is that it's very slow in the beginning, it's very boring in the beginning, and then once they get that first goal, and then the second goal comes, the third goal comes, and so on. So that's how that normally goes. Liam says, hi, it was my birthday yesterday. Well, happy birthday, Liam. Was it a big birthday? How old are you now? And then Brighton just lost 7-0 to Forest. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been watching Manchester United quite a bit recently. Oh, here's Coman. Blocked. It got deflected and it goes just wide. Good look there for Bayern Munich. But I've been watching quite a bit of Bayern Munich. Sorry, Manchester United from the Premier League. And I can't believe how bad they've been this year. Like, let me fix my chair. I can't believe how bad they've been, Manchester United. I mean, they're almost in the relegation battle. That's how bad it's been. So, I don't know what's going on for them. Here's a corner for Bayern. Joshua Kimmich is going to take it. Oh, they go low. Here's Sané. Ooh. That was a good cross. They'll be throwing. Liam says it was your 17th birthday. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Liam. 17th birthday. That's a big one. When I was 17, I was a senior in high school. That was my last year of high school. Nick says, but you can still support United if you want. No, I still love United. So like my first favorite team, since I am from America, is the Seattle Sounders. They're like my number one team. And then my international teams that I like is Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, Manchester United. And I got into Manchester United when I was like in 9th grade. And then I got into Bayern and Dortmund during COVID because the Bundesliga was the first sports team or sports league to come back. And I just got hooked on it. It's so much fun. And so, yes, if you are new to this channel, we will be live every Saturday for a Bundesliga game, whether it's Bayern or Dortmund. Free kick for Bayern. It's in the box, and it's grabbed by Wiener. Yes, that's correct. Goalkeeper's name is Wiener. Let's see if I can get stats here for everybody. If we should have stats rolling in. There we go. I just gotta fix it and scroll down on it. Scroll a bit more. Elise is down for Bayern. Hopefully he's okay. That'd be kind of a blow early on in this one. Nick says Forrest got the revenge, but on a completely different team. Oh, man. Nick, you got to tell me, why are 9 and Forrest so good this year? I don't watch the Premier League super closely. Like I said, I just watch Manchester United when I have time. Why are Nottingham Forest so good this year? Because they've always seemed like a relegation team. I don't quite understand that. Okay, let's get lineups here because I'm gonna forget. I'm gonna forget if I don't do it. Looks like Elise is gonna be fine. He's a tough boy. He's gonna be fine. There we go. We got Bayern. Now we got to go to Holstein Kiel's Twitter. Holstein Kiel. Look out! Holstein Kiel. Shot goes wide. Well, when I go through my notes here, I'll show you why Holstein Kiel could upset Bayern. Could. It's not likely, but they have the capability of doing it, and I'll tell you why soon. But here are the lineups. Let's do this. This should work, I would think. Nix, I don't really know. Maybe Nuno Espirito knows how to win games. Yeah, it seems like it kind of came out of nowhere that they ended up being really good this year. Good for them. I know they're like a small team. I don't know, like, do they have any good players? Like, do they have like a star player on Nottingham Forest? I don't even know if they necessarily do. Hopefully this works. There we go. Let me find browser window. Here we go. On the fly. We're doing this on the fly. There we go. There we go. How do we like this? So we got Manuel Neuer in net, Upamecano, Kim Min-jae, love Kim. Then we got Kimmich, Harry Kane, Coman, Elise, Guerrero, Lima, Musiala, and Pavlovic. On the bench, we have Erbig. We'll talk about him. That's a new signing for Bayern Munich, Erbig. You got Serge Gnabry, Sane, Dyer, Paulina, Bowie, Thomas Müller, Stanse, and Asno. That's a new name for me, Asno. I don't want to open up settings, wrong one. For Holstein Kiel, yes, that is correct. In net for Holstein Kiel is Wiener. I just filmed a new episode of our Borussia Dortmund season playthrough on EAFC 25, and I do play Holstein Kiel, and the entire episode we joke about Wiener. Stay tuned. That episode 3 of that series will drop pretty soon, so stay tuned for that later today. Wiener, Komenda, Porath, Holtby. He's the captain. You got Becker, Hayers, Rosenboom, Zek, Javaric, Gigovic, and Tolkien. Corner here for Bayern gets headed away. On the bench, they have Dane, Izvik, Zubercic, Pitchler, Getchwell, Galati, Machino, Arp, and Knutson. And those are your lineups for both teams. Let's take a look at the Bundesliga standings before anyone scores here. We got lots of games going on at the same time. Bundesliga table as it stands. I can zoom in a little bit for everybody at home. Do a little zoom action. Is that better? That's a little better. You can see that. I'm kind of covering a little bit, but once it gets by me, you can see it. So in first place, you have Bayern Munich with 49 points. Leverkusen in second, 42. Holstein Kiel in a relegation battle. So this is a massive game for them. Sort of, but not really. If you're Holstein Kiel, you're not necessarily looking, to get points out of this game. You're more so looking to get points out of the games against the Hoffenheims, the Berlins, Heidenheims, Bochums, the Pauli, like the teams around you. You're not necessarily looking to get points out of, the top dogs in Bayern or the Leverkusens of the world. But, I'll talk about this soon. They did get points from Leverkusen in match day 6, so it's definitely possible. Definitely possible.
10, 9.
I pressed the wrong button. Oh my goodness me. I don't know what happened here. I don't know what's going on. Why am I ahead of the ball? We have a delay in the game. Oh, a player injured for Holstein. While Holstein is this player for Holstein Kiel, oh, he has a bloody nose. That sucks. Bloody nose. That is the absolute worst. I do have a funny bloody nose story. I think I shared it once. I was in Spanish class in high school. I was in 9th grade, and I took Spanish 3, which was a junior level class because I'm just such a legend. And long story short, in the middle of presentations, I got a bloody nose, and I had to leave the class and cover my nose. Blood was coming out. It was all over my hand. It was nasty, embarrassing, but that's high school for you. I'm sure everyone has an embarrassing high school story. You can let me know in the live chat. But yeah, so let's do a little preview here for both teams. Let's start with Holstein Kiel, because this is a team. Oh, they almost scored. Almost scored. Wow. Yeah, you gotta be careful. This Bayern Munich defensively haven't been as, precise as you would like them to be as of recent. But we'll start with the visitors in Holstein Kiel. Newly promoted to the Bundesliga from Bundesliga 2 last season. Holstein is 3-3-13. Makes them 17th. That's 3 wins, 3 draws, 13 losses, 17th in the Bundesliga. Head coach by Marcel Rapp. Here comes Bayern in the attack. Their goal differential, goals for 28, goals against is 48, which makes him their goal differential minus 20. Not the best, but not the worst. Not the worst in the league. In their last games, this is last week, they scored twice against Wolfsburg, despite managing just 0.22 expected goals, and they only had 2 shots on target. So very efficient Holstein Kiel were in that game last weekend against Wolfsburg. And Wolfsburg's no easy feat. They're a good team this year. They're in 8th place, 8-4-7. Wolfsburg are trying to push for a Champions League spot. It's definitely doable. They have lots of work to do, but it's definitely doable. For sure, within striking distance for Europa League. So that's a good team that they got a draw out of last week. So something to build on for Holstein Kiel. They are in a deep relegation fight. They sit 2 points behind Heidenheim. Like we saw when we looked at the standings, will hold a relegation playoff position. And if you don't know how the Bundesliga works, essentially, bottom 2 teams get relegated to Bundesliga 2 like automatically. Corner for Kimmich, and was he offsides? I think he was offsides, or the ball went out. So that's like 3 corners today for Bayern. Nothing's happening for them. 2 points behind Heidenheim. Oh yeah, I was talking about the playoff relegation system. So basically, how that works: bottom 2 teams automatically relegated to Bundesliga 2. Then the third to last team goes in what's called a relegation playoff with the third place team from Bundesliga 2. So in the main Bundesliga, worst 2 teams get sent down. In the Bundesliga 2, top 2 teams get sent up, and then third place in Bundesliga 2, third to last in the Bundesliga play each other. It used to be a 2-legged series, one home game for each team, and then whoever scored the most goals would advance. They've changed it to just a one-off game now, so whoever wins that game gets promoted, essentially. And I believe, I'm not sure who hosts, I think the Bundesliga 2 team hosts it, I think. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's how that goes. Here's Elise. Backdoor for Coman. Can't get it to go. That was close. That was better. Probably the best chance for Bayern so far. Give credit to Holstein Kiel, though. They're holding their own here. Man, I don't know. Any of you guys get really thirsty in the morning? I'm like always like super, super thirsty. Even though they are 17th in the Bundesliga, offense for Holstein Kiel right now, firing on all cylinders. Kiel have scored 14 goals in their last 5 league matches. Think about that, 14 goals in their last 5 league matches for a 17th place team. That's pretty crazy to me. And those 14 goals matches their total from their first 14 games of the season. In 5 games, they've already matched their basically season total from their last 14 games before that, which is quite incredible. However, they have lots of offense right now. Defense is a major issue for Holstein Kiel. They've conceded 11 goals in their last 5 games. So defense is definitely an issue, but they're putting the ball in the net. So it's like a give and take. Would you rather have a good offense or a good defense? In my opinion, I'd rather have good defense. I think defense wins titles, wins championships. You need to have a solid defense. Just ask the Seattle Sounders. They have no offense, but really good defense, and they almost went to MLS Cup last year. They made it to a West Final. So defense, in my opinion, is like the most important thing. But in the regular season, Holstein Kiel, it might work out for them, but it hasn't so far. Here's Musiala. Good defense. Speaking of their shitty defense, they've done pretty good so far in this game. We're only 17 minutes in, and Bayern haven't really broken down Holstein Kiel yet. Anything else we gotta talk about with Holstein Kiel? They can play with the top dogs. Like I said, they got a 2-2 draw against Wolfsburg last weekend. I think this was 2 weeks ago. They beat Borussia Dortmund, which, I would say normally that's like a big feat to beat Borussia Dortmund, but as you and me know, Borussia Dortmund are terrible this year. Hakim, who was the coach, got fired because of it. They haven't won a game in 2025 in the Bundesliga. They're playing FC Heidenheim right now, and we can give you score updates, of course, with what's going on there, because I do love Borussia Dortmund, but it just has not gone well for them at all this year. And so impressive to because it's Borussia Dortmund, but they're not like the big bad Borussia Dortmund that they normally are. So read into that result what you will. I think they just caught Dortmund at the right time, but still impressive. 4-2 win. Good grab there for Wiener. Very he's rock solid in net, Wiener. That's what she said. Feel free to drop in your Wiener jokes in the chat too. We can have some fun with that. It's early morning after all. We're going to have some fun. And then, as I mentioned, they had a 2-2 draw against Leverkusen back in match day 6. So they've gotten some good results against some good teams in the Bundesliga, but Bayern Munich is a whole other animal. We'll see if they can do it, especially on the road for them too. Elise, and it's in! Jamal Musiala, yabba dabba doo! Musiala 1-0 for Bayern Munich. Just one ball over the top. They found Elise, put in a nice little cross, low-driven cross for Jamal Musiala, and he smashes it past Wiener. I tell you what, he was rock solid in that all game. Couldn't stop that one. Couldn't get the extra length he needed. Every inch counts for Wiener. Not enough here. Oh my gosh. Was he onside though? He was onside, Elise. Good pass to find Musiala. And Stevie Wonder would have scored that. That's an easy tap in for Jamal Musiala. Great goal. That's the goal they need. The longer this game stayed scoreless, the more I was going to get worried. But that is a big goal. Bayern guys are definitely going to feel more confident now. We should see the second goal, the third goal. Should start pouring in here. But yeah, good start for Bayern. This has been fun. I haven't done a Bundesliga stream in almost a year now. Because I've just been so busy. But we're going to do it consistently now. Because I've missed it so much. I've missed hitting the yabba dabba doo. Yabba dabba doo! Hot take, is the yabba dabba doo the best goal song in all of football? I think it is. It's gotta be. It's just like, it's one of those things that you're just bantering the other team when you score. I mean, just imagine, like, you give a goal against Bayern, and you hear Fred Flintstone, yabba dabba doo. I think that's fantastic. Here's Coman. Yeah, and another thing you gotta also understand, and sometimes like I have to catch myself too when Bayern Munich, they're playing these smaller teams, and you're like, where's the effort for Bayern? They're just not scoring as many goals as you'd expect them because they're playing such a crap team. A lot of these teams sit back with 5 in the back and let Bayern basically possess it the whole time. And it's very difficult to break a team down when they sit back like this. It's very, very difficult. So give credit to Bayern this game. They found a way in. They found a way through that back line of Holstein Kiel, and they found a way to get one past Wiener at full extension. And like I said, every inch counts for Wiener, and he couldn't get the full extension. I mean, maybe he needs some supplements to get longer. That's what she said. Oh, okay. I gotta stop with the Wiener jokes. Back on Holstein Kiel, they've had their road struggles. However, they have won just once in 11 road matches this season, losing 7 and drawing 3 of their last 10 away matches. So they're not a good road team, and honestly, nobody is at the Allianz Arena. So this was definitely an uphill battle for Holstein Kiel, but one-shot game. I'm not going to feel comfortable until Bayern get the second and third goal. Hopefully they can do that soon. Because all it takes is one chance on the counter, one breakdown, and it's in the back of the net. So, team news for Holstein Kiel. Nikolai Rember is out. He was suspended for, I believe, yellow card accumulation. Marvin Schultz, he had a late fitness test, whatever that means. Apparently you got to do fitness tests in the Bundesliga. I hated those. I remember doing in elementary school, we had to do lots of fitness tests in gym class. They made us do like the pace test. I don't know if anybody else had to do this. Basically, it was like this program. This was back when, we had CDs. And the teacher would put the CD in the boombox, and it was basically, okay, are you ready for the pace test? In like an AI voice. And then it would play music, right? So it'd beep first and play music. So that first beep meant you had to run across the gym. The second beep was you had to make it to the other end. You had to make it to the other end before it beeped at you, and then you ran back and had to make it back before it beeped. And so basically that was the pace test. You had to make it to each end before it would beep. And it got progressively faster the longer it went. And so in between the beeps, it'd play like shitty, like 2000s, like pop music, like Britney Spears what was that one song? The Crazy Frog. Dun 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 dun. Bam bam. It played that song. I remember the Crazy Frog. Hated that song. What a crap song that is. But yeah, that was the pace test we did, and I hated those. It was the worst day ever. That's just no fun. You're in a gym. You want gym class. You want to be playing like a sport or something like soccer or kickball, or sometimes it also would play like Dance Dance Revolution, which is a great game. I don't even know if that's still a thing. If it's not, rest in peace, Dance Dance Revolution. But here we go. We have a free kick for Bayern Munich. About close to the edge of the box. Man, that was ripped right at Wiener. Good save by Wiener. Yeah, he smashed that at Wiener. Good hands by Wiener. I think how the announcer is saying it is Wiener. Wiener? I'm just going to say Wiener. Look out, 3-on-2 for Holstein Kiel. They can't score here, can they? Oh! Oh! Off the line! Off the line, Kim Min-jae. Wow. I told you, Holstein Kiel, 14 goals, or how many goals was it? 14 goals in the last 5 games. They definitely can put the ball in the net. And they almost did there, but Kim Min-jae off the line. Clears it out. Manuel Neuer. And look at Kim, he's getting the crowd fired up. Manuel Neuer, why are you celebrating? You didn't save it. He's putting his hands up like Rocky, like he saved it. That was all Kim. That's funny. Yeah, that's why for Bayern it's crucial that they get the second and third goal, because all it takes is one chance like that. All it takes is one chance. But yeah, Holstein Kiel, I think best case scenario in this game, they keep this game 1-0 as long as they can, and then nick a goal in the second half and get a draw. That'd be like winning the World Cup for Holstein Kiel. They could get a draw out of this game. But yeah, back on the gym class. Let me know if you did anything fun in gym class when you were younger. I think some of my favorite memories were in gym class. Like I said, Dance Dance Revolution. That was such a fun game. I don't know if that's a thing, but we had like the actual Dance Dance Revolution like game in gym class. That was so much fun. I'm trying to think of anything else. The kickball games are always intense in gym class. Those were always a big deal. Oh, volleyball. That was fun in gym class. The volleyball units. I remember what grade was it? I think it was 4th grade. We had like an entire like volleyball like school tournament. Like I think it was with the 4th and 5th graders. Like it was intense, like a full on like March Madness style, like single elimination, like tournament, like bracket style. And we were broken up into teams of like 6 or 7. And I was on a team with, I think it was mixed, like you had like 3 guys and like 4 girls or 3 girls or whatever. I was picked as team captain. I remember I took it pretty seriously. And like we would do this like during the school day. Like the games would be scheduled like during the school day. So you'd have a game at like 9 a.m. and then if you won, you had another game at like noon, another game at like 3 o'clock. Like you'd skip, class to do this volleyball tournament. And unfortunately, our team didn't win. But I remember that was just so much fun for me. And it's like, I don't know if they still do that now, but I don't know. I just have some of the best memories from elementary school. I think it was back in a time, it just felt like life was more simpler. We weren't so reliant on, where's my phone? On these stupid things. Like, don't get me wrong, I love phones and the technology is amazing and being able to connect with people is amazing, but sometimes I just wish, like, we weren't so reliant on cell phones, because you go outside now, everyone's on their phones in public, and it's kind of annoying. It's hard to have face-to-face conversations with people nowadays because of that. I don't know if this was a shot pass by Elise. It was a shot. Curled it and it just went wide. Not a bad look there for Elise. Yeah, replay of the... Wow! That was a lot closer than I thought for Kimmich. Look at this free kick. Wow, it hit the post, and I believe it actually hit the wiener of Wiener. It hit Wiener's wiener. Hit the post and hit the wiener. That we call that the classic double doink. If you know, you know. But yeah, for me, elementary school was like legendary. That was the best time for me. Simpler times. You know, we actually connected face to face. Nowadays, like, everyone's buried in their phones. The whole social media generation. That for me. Honestly, if I didn't have a YouTube channel or like do this, I wouldn't be on social media. That's like my thing. Like, I didn't get social media till like COVID, basically. So I don't know. There's definitely some good aspects about it, but I feel like it's pretty toxic. So I don't know. I try and stay away from it as much as I can. But, you know, enough on that. But I just loved elementary school. But yeah, the fitness test that brought up that memory of hearing Crazy Frog and running back and forth in gym class. And then if you missed it was like Squid Games almost. If you missed the beep, if you didn't make it to the other end before the beep happened, you were eliminated. Get out of here. Or like Amazing Race, you have being eliminated. If you know the Amazing Race. Which honestly wasn't that bad of a deal, because you just got to sit and chat with your friends and watch the other people suffer. But I was really competitive, and like I wanted to be the first in my class, and I normally was. It was me and like all the other guys who played hockey and did sports that were always last. Coman fancies it, and it's a field goal. It's good. It's good for Kingsley Coman. 3 points for Bayern. Nope, still 1-0. Good look at Vincent Kompany there. We still got to preview Bayern Munich. My goodness me, we're already half hour in. Anything else? Team news for Holstein Kiel. Alexander Bernhardsson is out with a knee injury. He's expected back in March. And then defensive absences, Patrick Eras, Carl Johansson, Colin Klein-Beckel, all dealing with injuries. And that is Holstein Kiel. I always like doing the research. I know some people may not find it interesting, but it's good for me to like, I don't know, I feel like I learn more about each team. Especially Holstein Kiel. This is my first time ever watching them. And I feel like it's good to broaden my football horizon. Look at the XGs, by the way. 0.7 for Holstein and 0.5 for Bayern. I have to agree with that. Usually, sometimes the XG doesn't, you can't necessarily rely on it, but I completely agree with that. I think the chance off the line. Oh! Pavlovic tried to curl it top right corner, and Wiener fingertip save. Oh, it got deflected as well. Fingertip save by Wiener. Good look by Pavlovic there. Sneaky shot. Here's Elise with the corner. Goes short for Kimmich. Back for Elise. Here's Kim. Sorry, that's Guerrero. They both kind of look the same, Kim and Guerrero, with the haircut. Corner's not even crap for Bayern. Here's Elise. Can they do anything with this? Let's chuck it in the box. You got Harry Kane there. I haven't noticed Harry Kane at all this game. He's been silent. He hasn't had any service. And it kind of, the XG, as we saw, zero point 0.7 for Holstein. That was probably the off-the-line chance. That was the best chance of the game, to be quite honest with you. Besides the Musiala goal, of course. And then Bayern, besides the Musiala goal, it's been mostly this. Passing it around, you know, chucking a ball in the box, crossing it in, gets cleared away. Nothing too dangerous for Bayern. But it's typical Bayern. It seems like they kind of half-ass it against these crap teams. But they can get away with it because they're so crap. You know, they don't have to go all out as they would against the Leverkusen or who else is good this year? The Frankfurts or I don't know, Champions League. They might face, you know, Real Madrid down the road or what other team. So they're probably not going to expend a lot of energy. They're just going to do just enough to win. Is usually how Bayern Munich does it. Just enough to get the 3 points is how they operate. Also, stay tuned for the second half. I'm definitely starting to wake up a bit more. Stay tuned for the second half. We're gonna bring back a segment that we did like 2 years ago, Learn German with Grant, or 2 seasons ago. We're gonna pick one German word or phrase, and then we're gonna learn it together. I do still remember how to count up to 10 in German. I can count down from 10. So it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I forgot 0, but that's 1. That's 10 to 1. Anytime I'm doing like a fitness class and like I'm holding the plank and the instructor says 10 more seconds, in my head I was counting German. That's how I remember it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wiener mishandled it. It's always important. You need 2 hands. Wiener, you gotta use your 2 hands. Oh my gosh. No, honestly, besides the goal he gave up, which obviously was not his fault. He's been good tonight, Wiener. That's such an unfortunate last name too. I mean, if you live in Germany, I'm sure that's more normalized. But if he grew up in America, he would have been absolutely brutalized as a kid, like bullied. I could not imagine that. The only other person that pops in my head is Anthony Weiner. Do we all remember Anthony Weiner? Like politician? That was like 2012. That dude. I think the ironic thing with Anthony Weiner, I'm pretty sure he got in trouble for like exposing himself. Quite funny. Oh, this is a good ball. Good defense. Upamecano, good defense. But yeah, we've seen this. So Holstein Kiel, they're finding success with kind of these long balls over the top. And they're catching Bayern out. And he had Becker at the far post as well. That was good defense by Upamecano. Corner for Holstein. I think it's the second corner. Yes, second corner. Thank you, Sportsnet, for the stats. Love Sportsnet. It's great. Here's the corner. Inswinger. Headed away. The Bayern faithful are doing a chant. I'm not sure that's all about. Man, I gotta make it to Bayern. I have to make it to Bayern someday. Or Germany. I've never been to Germany. I don't know. I've always been in awe of, like, German history as a kid. Fun fact, in middle school, we did like a World Wars unit. It was all combined, so World War One, World War Two. We had 100-point test on it, and I got 101% because I got the extra credit question right as well. So I don't know. I've always found the World Wars interesting and German culture very fascinating. I've never been. I've always wanted to go. You know, thanks to COVID, I've fallen in love with Bayern and Borussia Dortmund and the Bundesliga in general. It's just such a fun league. Like, I don't feel this way about MLS, to be quite honest with you. Like, I won't sit down. Like, if it's a nice, like, rainy day on a weekend and you got time, it's relaxing and you want to watch some football, I'm not going to turn on an MLS game. Like, it just doesn't, I don't fancy it. It's just not entertaining for me. I, of course, will watch the Seattle Sounders because they mean so much to me. But for just, a regular MLS game against two nobodies, I'm not going to watch it. But here's Elise in the box. Here's Lima. Best name ever, Conrad Lima. I love that name. That's a good name, honestly, for a dog. Like, I could see you naming a German, like, shepherd. Name it Conrad. I think that'd be a good name. But as I was saying before, like, it could be, like, Heidenheim against Holstein Kiel, and I'd tune into it, because the Bundesliga is just a fun league. Because, yes, Holstein Kiel, they're not the best, but, like, all these teams, they have players that can finish. And you can get some crazy games. Like, I think if you look across all of the major football leagues in Europe, I think the Bundesliga, the most goals are scored in the Bundesliga. So they're always very entertaining games. So I highly recommend, if you are new to the Bundesliga, basically my job, the reason why I want to do watch-alongs for it is because I just enjoy doing it. I'd be watching this game anyways, so why not do it with all of you lovely people at home? But I'm just trying to get more exposure to the Bundesliga, to North Americans, because it's such a fun league. I know it's early morning. A lot of you are probably still sleeping. It's a Saturday after all, and honestly, I'd be sleeping in too. But if you wake up with me and you're here with me, you're a legend, and it's a fun league to watch, and it's definitely worth your while for sure. Gigavich is down, which is how you say gigabit in German. Gigavich. That was a stupid tech joke. Gigabits. How did he get hurt? I don't know. It may be cramped. I think it was just a hamstring cramp, probably. Those are the worst, hamstring cramps. Like, I remember when I first started practicing yoga, and I do pretty intense yoga practices. I'm not trying to brag, but I just do. And especially in the beginning, it was really difficult, and I'd get, like, hamstring cramps for certain things and poses and positions that I'd go into. Super, like, painful. It's just, like, it's a different kind of pain, though. It's not like a stabbing pain. It's just like your entire, like, hamstring just, like, knots up. And the only thing you can do is just breathe through it and then lie down, basically. I'm going to sneeze here. We'll see if it comes. Excuse me. I'm starting to wake up more. I'm definitely starting to wake up more. Here's Kingsley Coman. Good defense from Holstein. It'll be a corner. It'll be like 6th corner. 7th corner for Bayern. Haven't done anything on the corners tonight. Liam's asking, who does Bayern play in the UCL first round? Yes. So the draw happened yesterday. Honestly, Liam and everybody else watching, do we understand the Champions League format? I've tried to... Oh, big deflection there. Shot by Lima. I think it's go out for another corner. That was a good look there for Conrad. That could have been a handball, honestly. His arm was tucked in, though, that Holstein Kiel player, so I don't think it's a handball. But yeah, I don't know how the Champions League works. Like, I get how you played 8 games, and then the top 8 get a bye to the round of 16, 9 through 22 playing a knockout round, and then everyone else got eliminated. But, like, the draw and, like, who plays what is just so confusing. Like, I don't understand. And I don't get why they needed to change it. I thought the old Champions League format was great. It wasn't perfect. But it was more like a World Cup style format. So I just didn't understand. But to answer your question, Liam, they're playing Celtic. They got lucky. Because I think they could have played either Celtic or Real Madrid. And they got Celtic. So they lucked out big time. And guess who got Real Madrid, though, everybody? Guess who got Real Madrid? Manchester City. Manchester City got Real Madrid, so that will be a fun two-legged series to watch. I can't wait for that. We'll definitely have to watch that. It sucks that the Champions League's on it's weekdays at like 1 o'clock, which I'm at work, so I can't watch it. So I basically have to watch it at night. But that'll be really fun. And then honestly, after that, I'm clueless about who plays what. I have no idea. I'm assuming Bayern are going to beat Celtic, because Celtic is Celtic. They'll beat them. I have no idea who they'd play after that. I think they might play Leverkusen or some 5th or 6th place team. Elise Cross, headed away. Oh, good pinch by Kim. Here's Coman. Edge of the box. Whip it. It'll be another corner. 3 minutes added on here. 3 minutes added on. So we'll go to 48. Or what else the referee adds on. I'm surprised they didn't add like 10 minutes. Because that's how UEFA likes to add extra time. Thank you, Qatar World Cup, for that. Everybody on their feet at Allianz Arena. Cross comes in. Here's Musiala, the goal scorer. I think he was offsides. Musiala doesn't like it. How great is Jamal Musiala as well? I love Jamal Musiala. I think he's only 19 still. 19, 20. Such a bright future. Jamal Musiala. Let's hope he stays at Bayern as long as possible. To keep him. He's so good. If he is going to go to any team, Manchester United, get Jamal Musiala. But there are a couple Bayern guys currently on Manchester United. I think Goalie and one midfielder from Bayern is on Manchester United. Someone can let me know in the comment section. I can't remember. It's Goalie and no, it's De Ligt. Matthijs De Ligt. Matthijs De Ligt. It's in for Harry Kane. Let's go together. Yabba dabba doo. Harry Kane. I don't think Harry Kane has had a touch this entire first half. And right at halftime, Harry Kane gets his head on it. Best head in the Bundesliga, in my opinion. He has the best head, and he got it by Wiener. You make the joke there that you want. And leaps like a salmon here. I got to see this on the replay. Giving up a goal late here is brutal as well for Holstein. That's brutal. Look at there's like seven players back for Holstein Kiel. Kimmich plays it out wide for Coman. And just whips in a nice little lob. And that's as easy. That's preschool football right there. That's preschool football. Didn't even have to leap like a salmon, Harry Kane. He's had to guide it in past Wiener. 54th goal in the Bundesliga for Harry Kane. And I think referee blew. That's halftime, everybody. Wow. '54th goal of his career in the Bundesliga. Incredible. Can stop the clock. Have a little chat for halftime, and then I'm gonna take a break because I gotta fill my water bottle up. But yeah, what a first half that was. Kind of like what I was expecting, where Bayern were good. What's up, MCS? Thank you for tuning in. Kind of a first half that I was expecting. When Bayern Munich play these teams that are well beneath them, they just kind of do just enough to get the win. And look, I mean, I can't blame Bayern too much. When teams come into Allianz Arena and sit 5 back, it's very hard to break them down. They should break them down because it's Bayern Munich and they have the firepower and talent to do so. But when they sit back like that, it's very hard to break down. The Jamal Musiala goal was clutch. That was like in the 13th or 14th minute, around there. Kind of got the ball rolling for Bayern Munich. And then that goal by Harry Kane is huge because we saw Holstein Kiel throughout that half on the break, on the counter. They have the ability to put the ball in the net. As I mentioned, 14 goals in their last 5 league matches. And they almost did it there. Hakim had to make a goal line save. I don't think Manuel Neuer had to make a save in that half. I don't have a memory of him making a save, but there were a couple other dangerous looks for Holstein Kiel. They really like doing the one ball over the top to break their forwards out, and then it's basically like a 3-on-2 with Bayern's center backs. So we'll see if Bayern can kind of clean that up a little bit. It's going to happen. But the defense has been pretty solid for Bayern besides the giving up that goal line chance. Why is there an advertisement of Eli Manning drawing his name in mayonnaise on a pizza? That is disgusting. I swear, the Manning brothers sold out. They absolutely sold out if you live in America. Well, in the second half, we'll talk more about Bayern Munich. That first half, we spent mostly talking about Holstein Kiel. We can still talk about Bayern in the second half. We also have our Learn German with Grant segment that we're going to do in the second half. I'll also have to go on Google and we'll find a phrase to learn. We all learned how to count last year. So hopefully you remember. We can do a refresher course, of course. You know what I mean. Gotta love English. Gotta love English, man. Such a terrible language. It doesn't make any sense. Half the shit doesn't make any sense, English. And yet we expect foreigners to learn it. It's unbelievable. Spanish is so much easier. Gotta learn Spanish. I gotta refresh myself on Spanish. It's been a while. I took Spanish for like 12 years of my life. And I gotta keep it. It's still in my head a little bit, but it's a bit rusty. Let's look at, let me go to this module and we can look at the standings. Will this work? Yes. So these aren't live standings. These are what the standings were before the games kicked off today. I want to see the other fixtures. We can all see this, right? Yes, we can. I love it when technology works like this. So halftime report. Yesterday there was a game. There's always a game on Fridays. Friday night Bundesliga. It's the best. Unfortunately, I work on Fridays, so I can't do watch-alongs for those games. But we'll do Saturday mornings. Nothing better, honestly, than waking up and watching Bundesliga. So you got Werder Bremen beating Mainz 1-0. Big win for Werder Bremen. If we look at the table, that win for Werder Bremen put them up to 8th. They're chasing Europa League. They're chasing Europe, Werder Bremen, which is a huge feat for them. Werder Bremen, honestly, a couple of years ago, they were in the relegation playoffs. So, good progress for them. Mainz are a team that they usually hang around relegation, but they're in Conference League spot. Incredible. There are a lot of teams like Stuttgart came out of nowhere last year. They're doing good. They're in a Champions League spot. Mainz are chasing Europa League. Mönchengladbach's up there. Werder Bremen's up there. And it's Dortmund. They're in 10th. You know, it's because Dortmund's fallen off. Freiburg fell off. Wolfsburg is kind of fallen off. Unbelievable. We're kind of seeing a changing of the guard here in the Bundesliga. It used to be Bayern and Dortmund. Now you're seeing Leverkusen. You're seeing Leipzig, Frankfurt, Mainz. It's crazy. Halftime report in Stuttgart, 1-0 for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Our game, of course, is 2-0 for Bayern Munich. Dortmund, they're winning. Look at this. On the road in Heidenheim. Who scored? It must have been... Was it Gittins? Guirassy. Guirassy with the goal in the 33rd minute for Borussia Dortmund. And they have a 1-0 lead. We'll see if they can hold on in the second half. It looks like they've been controlling the game for the most part. Look at that possession, 74-26%. XG 1.39 to 0.14 for Dortmund. Good result there. They better get the 3 points. They got to get their first win of 2025. They have to. Actually, did they win in Champions League? I'd have to refresh myself. They might have won in Champions League, but at least in Bundesliga play, at least they'll get their first win. Freiburg and Bochum. That's a fun one to say. Bochum. 1-0 for Freiburg. And then in St. Pauli. That's the capital of Minnesota, St. Paul. Just add an I onto it and get St. Pauli. Newly promoted team from Bundesliga 2 this year. Their basically goal is to try and stay up in the main Bundesliga. 1-0 lead over Augsburg. That's a big result for St. Pauli if they can hold on there. The colors for St. Pauli, not the most appealing, is it? It's kind of a turd brown color. Not my thing. Where is St. Pauli? 13th place, 23 points. So yeah, they're kind of... Every point matters for them. You got Heidenheim, Holstein Kiel chasing them, so every point matters for them. Well, yeah, those are the Bundesliga standings. Let's get back to the main screen. Hopefully I hit the right button this time. Last time I missed it. He's bloody missed it. What a prat. What a prat. Right, we'll take a break here. We'll be about, I don't know, less than 10 minutes. 8, 6, 7 minutes. We'll take a break. We'll be back for the start of the second half. Before we go, if you are new, subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. We will be live every Saturday or Sunday. Well, we'll try. We'll cover Bayern or Dortmund. Every weekend from here on out. I will commit to that because I've missed doing this so much. Sorry. Ale Moreno. Watching Ale Moreno, because I'm watching ESPN Plus, watching him talk about the Bundesliga is... he's amazing. He's amazing. Especially when he talks about Dortmund. He absolutely bashes the shit out of Borussia Dortmund, and it's just fantastic. And also, Archie Rintut is a legend. Give Archie a follow. I mean, actually... Oh! Dortmund are capable of playing good. I'm going to pull up Archie Rintut's Twitter here. And please, everybody, give him a follow. He is the best reporter in all of football, in my opinion. Where is it? Gotta find this module. Give him a follow at Archie. At ArchieErt1. Give him a follow. He's amazing. There you go. Love Archie. He's the best. Shout out Archie. Much love. Sending love to Archie. But yeah, so we'll be back for the start of the second half. Subscribe. We'll be covering Dortmund or Bayern every week on the channel. Early morning. It's going to be rough. Honestly, I'm starting to wake up a bit. I woke up at 30 minutes before this game started. So I'm still waking up. Just look at my eyeballs. They look horrible. I did my best to make myself look camera ready. But the hair is a bit messy. And everything. My bed's poorly made. But we're mustering through. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back for the second half. Follow me on the Twitter. @GrantHakim is the Twitter. @Grant_Hakim is the Instagram. And TikTok for however long that's going to last. I have no idea. If you want to get merch, join the Discord, or make a donation, all links are going to be in the video description. Also, if you want to check out any of the other content that we do on the channel, I kind of mentioned this a bit earlier. We can talk more about this in the second half. I'm doing a Borussia Dortmund season playthrough on EAFC 25. I jumped in mid-season, and I'm playing as Dortmund, as is. I'm kind of copying what they're doing in real life in terms of signings and everything, and just playing through and seeing how far I can take Dortmund this season, because they're kind of bad this year. You can find this on my YouTube homepage right here. There we go. Borussia Dortmund season mode, 2 episode. I filmed episodes 3 and 4. I just got to edit them. Episode 3 will drop later today, so you can watch that if you would like. We also have the Hakim show if you're into hockey. I talk about hockey on that channel. Just dropped a video yesterday. Grant reacts, Hogwarts Legacy, love playing Hogwarts, Grant and Chill. That's more live streaming. I'll go live for like a special occasion. We did an election night stream, the Jake Paul fight, whatever. Moksha Mindset is in the works. It's like a health and wellness show that I'm doing. And Grant Goalie is I play hockey in real life. I'm a goaltender, so I just vlog myself playing hockey. I just dropped a video this past Sunday, and then a couple days ago talking about my goalie mask. AFC Richmond career mode, rest in peace. That was on FIFA 23. You can watch that if you want. And GTA, we did the entire GTA story mode. That was fun. I miss playing GTA. I cannot wait for GTA 6 to come. But right, we'll be back for the second half. I'm going to stretch, fill up the water, and we'll be back in about a few minutes. We'll see you then. Enjoy the tunes. All right, hello everybody. Oh my gosh, that was a quick intermission, wasn't it? Holy shnikes, let's get the clock ready. I tell you what, they don't mess around in Germany at all. They really don't, and I absolutely love it. In America, this game for me happened it started at 8:30 a.m. In America, this game wouldn't have started till almost 9 a.m. That's just how America operates. But I love how Germany operates. Right on time. No messing about. They're like, we got to get this game going. Get it done. Get it through. Got to get these fans home in time. No, what time it is. It's probably afternoon time in Germany. We do have a sub to talk about. Olise. Oh, Harry Kane! Yabba dabba doo. Harry Kane, 50 seconds into the second half, and Harry Kane delivers. He's like Amazon Prime delivery. It's not even next day, it's same day delivery. Harry Kane always delivers. 55th goal in his career in the Bundesliga for Harry Kane. And he makes it 3-0, and this game is well out of reach for Holstein Kiel. Kind of a lucky break. It falls to Kingsley Coman, edge of the box. Similar to, honestly, the goal right before halftime. I think that was Guerrero just whipped in a little lob cross. Easy header for Harry Kane. Past a diving wiener at full extension. Wiener was... He's not long enough, Wiener. He's not long enough, right? He's got to get longer there, Wiener. That's what she said. But that's a big blow for Kiel. I think it's game over. But look at that, honestly. Harry Kane, he got a goal, what, in the 47 minutes, 30 seconds in this, like 30 seconds before halftime. 50 seconds after halftime, he gets a goal. That's crazy. That's amazing. I'll tell you what, I love it. I love the Yabba Dabba Doo. I think that's my new favorite tradition ever, is the hit the Yabba Dabba Doo. In my opinion, you gotta hit the Yabba Dabba Doo at least like 5 times a week. Champions League and Bundesliga. If you're not hitting the Yabba Dabba Doo, you're gonna develop a symptom called Yabba Dabba Doo symptoms, and you gotta let it out. You gotta let out the Yabba Dabba Doo. It's incredible. So 3-0 for Bayern here in this game. We were just talking about the sub. I forgot who the sub was, so I gotta look that up quick. I'm pretty sure when they flashed it on the screen, it was Olise for Serge Gnabry, but I'm going to confirm that for you here. Yes, Michael Olise is out, and Serge Gnabry is on. So yeah, so Serge Gnabry is basically, it's a 1-for-1 swap. He's going to play down that right wing. Musiala! Good save by Wiener. And it's going to be another corner for Bayern. This is good, though. I was worried that this could be like a kind of a trap game for Bayern Munich. But they're playing really good. This is definitely more... My English is bad here. I was going to say more of a better performance, but I'm like, that's not good English. The performance so far in this game is miles better than what they did in Champions League on Wednesday against that Slovan, Bratislava, whatever, Slovakian farmer team they are. Definitely a lot better. So yeah, 4-2-3-1 for Bayern, so Gnabry's going to slot right in on that right wing. That's a great header. 2 goals with his head by Kane, past Wiener. But I always say, Harry Kane, best head in the game. Best head in the game. You can't deny it. Well, okay, so we can talk about Bayern Munich now because we didn't get to it in the first half. Here they come again. You gotta be kidding me. I have all these lovely notes on Bayern Munich. I gotta share with you. So Bayern, before this game started, 15, 3-1, first in the Bundesliga. They're looking to win the Bundesliga again. They didn't win it. Oh, Gnabry. That'll be a corner or a goal kick? I think it'll be a goal kick. But yeah, last year, of course, Leverkusen had that undefeated season, which is unreal. They almost had the treble. They won Bundesliga. They won... Oh, DFB Pokal. They lost Europa League final. I think that, yeah, it was Europa League, I'm pretty sure. Zillarex says hello. What is up, Zillarex? Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for everybody tuning in. Happy Saturday morning. I got up very early to do this game because I love Bayern. And I miss doing the Bundesliga streams on the channel. Every weekend, we will do this. Whoa. My water bottle fell. Oh. Down goes the water bottle. It's okay, though. I need like a cup holder for this thing. It's like a freaking tank. I need a cup holder for this. Zirex says I just woke up. That must be nice, Zirex. I've been up for an hour and a half. I'm just kidding. I love it though. This is fun for me. And it's my job, so it's different. Hope everyone's doing well. Happy Saturday. I don't know where to put. I'll put it on the floor. Baggy bottom jeans, boots with the fur. Whole town's looking at her. He hit the floor. You let them know. We gotta go low, 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 low. That popped in my head when I said floor. But yes, if you are new, feel free to subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. On the road to 230 on the channel. Incredible. You guys are legends. Thank you so much for the support. Amazing. The goal is just to get people together. Unity. Through sports and other content and gaming stuff, essentially, is the channel's mission statement. If this was a company, if this was a business. I guess it sort of is a business. We do have a merch store. Check it out. I haven't updated it in quite a bit. I might work on that soon here with some new things. But yeah, I filmed lots of videos this week that are going to drop this weekend, so stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to the channel. Here's Gnabry for Musiala. Gnabry. Come on in the box. Come on. Good block. Oh, missed clearance. Gnabry. Oh! Oh! Yabba dabba doo! Are you kidding me, Serge Gnabry? Are you kidding me? Holy shit. Holy shit, that deserves me swearing. What a goal by Serge Gnabry. Off the bench, came on at halftime for Michael Elise. Look at this on the replay. This will wake you up. Who needs coffee when you can have a Serge Gnabry banger to wake you up? Wow. Controls it with his right foot, bangs it in with his left foot, past a full stretch wiener. Couldn't get fingertips on it, Wiener. Again, every inch matters for Wiener, and it's not enough. Not enough. Just past his fingertips there. Top right corner. Top bins. Wiener's yelling. Piss off, Wiener. Look at Manuel Neuer. Goes to Thomas Muller. Gives him a nice hug. The bromance is real between Muller and Manuel Neuer. Vincent Kompany is loving it. I'm loving that. Wow. I'm awake now. Holy shnikes. What a goal by Serge Gnabry. 4-0 for Bayern. We got to update the scoreboard. I got so excited. What a goal. Wow. Zillarex says, I don't even like soccer, football, but I'll stay. I appreciate Zillarex. It's not for everybody. I prefer football over football, American football. Like, I'll watch the Super Bowl for American football, and let me know who you think is going to win that. Eagles, Chiefs. Who do we got? But I don't know. I'm not a big football guy. I'm not a big NBA guy. Hockey and soccer, I'll Americanize it. Hockey and soccer are my two big sports. I'll watch baseball occasionally, but like, I'm not going to tune into a baseball game randomly, right? I have to be scoring it to watch baseball, because just to keep my attention. But like, soccer, hockey, the best in my opinion. Well, what was my prediction, people? I think I said Musiala rebound, and Wiener's gonna grab it. The back line for Holstein Kiel just breaking apart. It's like a cement building with a bunch of cracks in it, basically, is Holstein Kiel's back line. Well, you could say the building's imploded on itself. The back line, it's imploded. Sotherex says, since I don't know the players, when you say Wiener, it sounded very bad. Yes, well, make your jokes. That's his last name. That is the goalkeeper's last name for Holstein Kiel. His last name is Wiener. Like, that's why we're making the jokes all stream. The goalkeeper, Wiener, he needs to take that special blue pill so he can grow longer. That's what he needs to do. Because every goal that's gone past him has been fingertip saves, where it's just gone by his fingertips. If he just had that extra inch, he would have made the save. Every inch matters, people. Inches matter. Every inch counts. Liam says, I have the Chiefs as a Steelers fan. I like the Giants. I'd say the Giants and Seahawks are my teams that I like. I think the Chiefs are going to win because I think the NFL's rigged towards the Chiefs. And I saw clips of the playoffs games with the Chiefs, and I think it's totally rigged against the Chiefs, for the Chiefs. So I think they'll win. Who do I want to win? I have no idea, because I don't like the Chiefs because the NFL loves them. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, nonsense. I hate that. But Philadelphia, I hate Philadelphia. I love the city of Philadelphia. Sports teams, I hate the Flyers for hockey. I just don't like Philadelphia sports teams. The fans, I love everybody, but you Philadelphia fans are absolutely nuts and crazy. Climbing street poles, eating horse shit. It's unbelievable what you guys will do. I can't root for them. I can't root for Philadelphia, so I don't know. I don't know who to root for. If gun to my head, Chiefs. Gun to my head, I'll say Chiefs. I like one Taylor Swift song. There's one Taylor Swift song that I like. So I'll go Chiefs. That's my reasoning. There's one Taylor Swift song I do like. If Wiener had an extra inch, lol. Exactly. Take the blue. He needs to take the Viagra. I tell you what, how great would it be? You talk about brand deals for athletes, like Austin Matthews for hockey has a brand deal with Bauer. McDavid, I think, has something with CCM. Wiener, this goalkeeper for Holstein Kiel, needs to do a brand deal with Viagra. He needs to be in advertisements and commercials for Viagra. Perfect opportunity. Think how much money he would make. I mean, Viagra, that's got to be like $1 million, almost $1 billion industry, Viagra. I mean, just think of like the porn industry, the things he could do in the porn industry with that last name. Killer last name. No pun intended with that wiener. Here's Bayern. We have some subs to talk about as well. I'll let you know who the subs are. Here's Gnabry. Can he do it again? But it's a foul on Bayern. So we got a triple sub, I believe, for Bayern Munich. Let's see if... It'll tell me. And we got subs for Holstein Kiel. So Alexander Pavlovich is off. Joao Paulina is on. Pavlovich, he had a good look early on in the first half, but other than that, I didn't really notice him too much. Kingsley Coman is off for Leroy Sané. I love Leroy Sané. Harry Kane, he got 2 goals for Bayern. The goal right before halftime to make it 2-0. And then the goal 50 seconds into the second half here to make it 3-0. He will not get a hat trick. So Vincent Kompany, what you doing? Taking guy on a hat trick off. But, you know, I understand. Give him rest. You got to get him ready for Champions League next week. I think they play Tuesday or Wednesday against Celtic in the first round. Or in the knockout round of Champions League. I have no idea the format. Someone please let me know the format of Champions League. Explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, because I've tried to understand it. I don't understand how it works. I really don't. But yeah, Thomas Müller is on. German legend. I love Thomas Müller. Him, Thomas Müller, and like Clint Dempsey for me are like the OG, like international players that I love. Oh! Hold the phone! Porath! What a goal! By Porath, and Holstein Kiel's on the board. They're not going to go down without a fight here. What a shot by Holstein Kiel. Unbelievable. That's an unreal shot. Just curls it past Manuel Neuer. We saw this against in Champions League against that Slovakia team. Bayern, once they got that 3-0 lead on Champions League, just kind of are sloppy defensively and sit back. I was hoping they get a clean sheet from Manuel Neuer. They've only had 2 this season. But what a curling shot, side netting. Great finish by Porath. Oh. Yeah, Manuel Neuer couldn't save it. Nothing you can do for Manuel Neuer. That's his crap defending. That's a tough blow. Bayern Munich, I have my notes here. I think they've only had 2 clean sheets all season long, and I was hoping they would be able to get it. Yes, defensive struggles, only 2 clean sheets in their last 8 league games for Bayern Munich. So I was hoping they get one today, but not so. The same thing happened against Champions League against that Slovakia team. 3-0 lead, poor defensively. They gave up 1 goal. They won the game 3-1. But clean sheets are hard to come by with this team. But they do enough to win, so that really doesn't matter. Zillerek says, as a Bills fan, I need the Eagles to win, even though I hate the Philadelphia fans teams. That makes sense. I feel bad for the Bills, because haven't you guys, like, you've gotten eliminated by the Chiefs, like, 2 years in a row or something like that? They're basically like the Tampa Bay Lightning to the New York Islanders, essentially. Yeah, that's tough. If the Bills made the Super Bowl, I would have been all for the Bills. I do love the Bills. 4 in a row, that's crazy. That's worse than the Tampa Bay Lightning on the New York Islanders. That was only 2 years. Well, I tell you, NFL loves the Chiefs. They love Travis Kelce. They love Taylor Swift. It's more money for them. Roger Goodell, you're a corrupt human being. I don't like Roger Goodell. Corrupt. Oh, we got updates. Whoa, we got updates in the Heidenheim game for Borussia Dortmund. I think even though I don't care, the Holstein Kiel team looks very bad. Yeah, so if you want to watch this game, everybody, it's on ESPN Plus. If you're in America. But yeah, they're, like I said at the start, they're in a relegation spot. Holstein Kiel, they're 17th in the Bundesliga. They're a newly promoted team, so you get what you get for them. I kind of hyped them up in the first half, saying, oh, like, they've got a draw from Wolfsburg. They drew at Leverkusen. They beat Borussia Dortmund, but who's not beating Borussia Dortmund? Let's be honest. They might get some points out of this game, trying to hype them up a bit, but Haven't really got anything to go besides the one chance. They had one chance in the first half. They got cleared off the line, courtesy of Kim Min Jae. Whoa! Almost had an own goal situation there. And Wiener's gonna snag it here. Get things under control, Wiener. And water. The only team I like and I've watched before is Barca. Are you talking Barcelona? Zillarex? Barcelona? Messi's old team? They're not bad. I don't really watch a lot of La Liga, to be honest with you. Oh, I don't want... I opened up ESPN Plus. I just want to see the scores. No, not ESPN Plus. Barcelona. Here we go. Yeah, 2-1. Dortmund beating Heidenheim. Normally, I would say this should be an easy game for Borussia Dortmund, but Dortmund suck this year and barely are beating Heidenheim. They had a 2-0 lead. Grassi got the first goal. Bayer got the second goal. And Hansak makes it 2-1. So we'll see if Borussia Dortmund can hold on. They kind of have the same struggles that the New York Islanders have if you're a hockey fan. Zillarex is. He's an Islanders fan. Oh, I gotta change the score. Thank you, Zillarex. Change the score. Thank you. I was talking about the Dortmund game. Different game. It's 2-1 Dortmund and Heidenheim. But Dortmund had the same issue. They have a hard time holding on to leads, so we'll see if they can hold on against Heidenheim. On the road, that's tough. Being on the road in Bundesliga is tough. Lots of parity in this league. Barcelona fan. Yes, this game is 4-1. I updated the scoreboard. Thank you, Zillarex, for that. Don't forget, people. Zillarex, I was just going to say this. When am I going to do the Islanders again? I will be live tonight on the Hockey Podcast Network for the Islanders and Tampa Bay Lightning. So there you go. We'll be live tonight in about 6, 7, 8 hours from now for Islanders and Tampa Bay Lightning. So doing a double watchalongs today because I have time. So you got the double dose of me. You got a double dose of me today. No, this is good, though. It's a nice warm-up for the Islanders game tonight. It's a nice warm-up. Holstein Kiel! That was Cole with the shot, and it went way over the bar. Way over the bar. So do I, says Zillarex. Yeah. Anything fun planned today, everybody? It's a Saturday. I'm doing nothing. It's like a freaking gloomy... Look at this shit. It's like a gloomy day here in Minnesota. Nothing to do. There's nothing to do to begin with in Minnesota, especially when it's gloomy out. So I'll be quite honest. There's nothing to do here in Minnesota, really, besides like Mall of America. I mean, I don't know. Mall of America. That's about it. That's all we have here. There's nothing really else besides sports. Oh! Mula shot just... I thought that was in. The shot just missed. He tried to curl that in past Wiener. Things have been getting by Wiener today, so I don't blame him for taking the shot. Yeah, I hit the top netting, but on the other side. Zillarex, because I needed someone on YouTube to live stream the Islanders because they got rid of Gotham Sports on Optimum, which is what I watch. Yeah, I did hear about that, Zillarex. That they got rid of MSG Network, which is terrible. And it sucks that you can't watch it on ESPN Plus because of the blackouts. It's just so dumb, and I'm going to do a video. Oh! Wow, another save by Wiener off a corner kick. Could be another corner. But on the Grand Hakim show, which is a show where we talk about the Islanders and other hockey news in general, I just dropped an episode yesterday, actually. So if you want to check that out, Zotherx or any Islander fans or hockey fans out there, feel free to check that out. It's right here on my YouTube channel. Episode 3. Oh, that's episode 2. Episode 3. I'm in the car this time in episode 3, so feel free to check it out if you want. I'm in the car talking Islanders. So we talk about D'Angelo and Scott Perunovich joining the team. They obviously just made new additions yesterday, adding Adam Boquist. We can talk about that tonight on the Hockey Podcast Network. I think it's a great move. I'm very excited for this, honestly. Scott Perunovich, D'Angelo, Boquist. I love it. I normally wouldn't like the moves that Lou makes, but these have been great moves so far. So we can talk more about that tonight for sure. Also have nothing to do, says the Rex. Yeah, we'll check out episode 3 of the Grand Hakim show if you want. Talk about the Islanders. I'm going to do more of that recording in the car stuff because it's easy to film. I'm on my commute to work. It's easy to set up and everything, so we'll do more of that for sure. And we still got to preview Four Nations, but I will do a video about the whole, like, how hard it is to watch hockey as a fan in America. Especially if you live in market of your team. I'm lucky because I live in Minnesota and I'm not a Wild fan at all, so I don't have to worry about the blackouts and getting the Wild's, like, whatever network they use for their games. I think it's like FanDuel Sports Network or whatever. So I don't have to worry about that. I can watch the Islanders on ESPN Plus with no blackouts. The only blackouts that I would get is if the Islanders are going to play the Wild, which sucks, but I can just find a stream online for that for sure. But yeah, so it's easier to be a fan of a team that you don't live in the state of, if that makes sense, than being a fan of a team that you live in state. It's crazy. So I will definitely do a video on that. In my opinion, I think the NHL should do what MLS did, Major League Soccer. They got the deal with Apple TV. No blackouts. It's all on one platform. You can watch all the games, neutral announcers. That's how it should be, in my opinion. I don't like how there's a home and away broadcast. I think that's pointless. Just have neutral announcers. Just have it be all on ESPN Plus, neutral announcers, no blackouts. That's all ESPN need to do. They do it for the Bundesliga, they do it for La Liga, they do it for like the championship, all these other soccer leagues. Like right now, I'm watching this game. It's neutral announcers, right? Neutral English announcers. They have it in studio people. Alan Moreno, Kay Murray. Shout out them. They're legends. I love them. Archie Rintut is a legend. You know, they cover it in a neutral way. And the NHL needs to do that. I think it would help grow the game as well. Zotherx Adam Boquist. Yes, the Adam Boquist, I think we'll see if he plays tonight. I don't know if he will, but hopefully he plays tonight against Tampa. We got about 15 minutes to go here, 4-1. Let's take, actually, I put a poll in the chat, who do you think is going to win? Let's take a look at the results of that. Also, get your man of the match in the chat right now. Who is your man of the match tonight? I know I have my answer, but I'd love to know your guys' answer. Who is your man of the match in this one? Wow, 100% of you said Bayern Munich. No one said Holstein Kiel? Come on, guys. Have some faith in Holstein Kiel. No one picked them. No one picked them. I'm surprised no one said draw. Honestly, a draw wasn't so outlandish to me. If someone said draw at the start of this game, I wouldn't have said you're crazy. But this definitely was what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be tighter, like 2-1. Because, you know, Bayern Munich, they usually, like, they do just enough to beat these teams in the Bundesliga. It's kind of like they're not interested. Obviously, the expectations for Bayern Munich, it's winning the league is expected. That's not like an achievement for Bayern Munich. That's just expected that they win this league. Expectations for them this year, the big thing that they want to do is Champions League. Bayern Munich need to win Champions League this year, especially for Vincent Kompany's job. Thomas Tuchel got sacked last year. Vincent Kompany comes in. Hasn't really gone so well. He didn't win Bundesliga last year. Hopefully he gets Bundesliga this year. He should. They have a nice little cushion over Leverkusen. I think 6-point gap over Leverkusen for first. But Champions League has not gone well for Bayern Munich. They didn't finish in the top 8, so they got to play in the knockout round phase of Champions League before they get to the round of 16. So if they can get Champions League, I think Vincent Kompany keeps his job. If they get knocked out of Champions League early, I think Vincent Kompany, I don't know if he'll stay. But it's like, who's going to coach this team? Like, it's like the ring around the rosy with coaches. Same with Borussia Dortmund. It's like they got to find one person and just stick with it. It's kind of crazy. Zitherek says, I guess Harry Kane for man of the match. That's what I was thinking too, Zitherek. It's got to be Harry Kane. 2 goals within a span of like a minute, if you, in a full 90-minute game, he got a goal in the extra time of the first half and then 50 seconds into the second half, so it's like a minute apart. Nick said it's pretty much done already. Yes, this game is definitely done and dusted. The triple D, done and dusted, as I say. Triple D. There's a joke there that I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say it. That's too... Got to keep it PG. PG-13 on the channel. It's a Saturday morning. We'll keep it PG-13. Once we get into, like, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., we dip into the rated R territory. But for a Saturday morning, we'll do PG-13. I've made plenty of wiener jokes on this stream, so... one game I am keeping an eye on is the Borussia Dortmund game, because I do love Borussia Dortmund as well. 2-1 still over Heidenheim. This would be a big result for Borussia Dortmund. They've been struggling a lot. I don't think they've won in the Bundesliga this season. In 2025, I should say. They haven't won in the Bundesliga in 2025. So this should be their first win if they can hold on. But as I mentioned, Borussia Dortmund, they're not a confident team, not a confident group of players. They're on the road in a tough environment in Heidenheim. Do we think they're going to hold on here? I don't know if they will. Who knows? According to Ale Moreno on the ESPN broadcast, it looked like, and the stats too, the stats kind of tell the story about what's happened with this game. XG of 2.01 to 0.57. They've had 4 shots on target, though, for Heidenheim. Possession, 66 to 34. Easy save for Manuel Neuer there. But, yeah, hopefully they can hold on. I do love Borussia Dortmund. What's going on everywhere else? Stuttgart have leveled things, so it's 1-1 there. 4-1 our game. Dortmund 2-1. Freiburg 1-0 over Bochum. And St. Pauli still 1-0 over Augsburg. There you go. What number do you think Adam Boquist will wear since he won't be taking 27 from Lee? Oh, man. It's going to be a low number. I'm probably going to say, like... I don't know. I could see him wearing, like, 28. Do we have a 28? That's Romanov, isn't it? That's Romanov. We have Mike Riley's number 2. Number 4. Do we have a number 4? That's D'Angelo. I don't know, honestly. 6? Do we have a number 6? I don't think we do. Do we have 6? Zurek says, I like Dortmund and Barcelona. Yeah, I don't mind Barcelona. I just don't like Real Madrid. Real Madrid annoys me. Also, this summer is the FIFA Club World Cup, so we will do watch-alongs for the FIFA Club World Cup. The Seattle Sounders, my favorite team, are in it. They'll be playing Real Madrid and PSG in that tournament, which is incredible. So we'll do streams for that. That's absolutely insane to me that the Sounders are playing PSG and Real Madrid in like a competitive game. Zach for Kiel got a yellow card. 10 minutes to go in this one. Bayern Munich passing along here, just trying to run the clock. Well, you don't need to run the clock in soccer because the clock always runs. Zilrak says 29. That's Brock Nelson. Nick, I think it's between Liverpool, Barca, or Inter to win the Champions League. Do you think Bayern Munich have a shot? I mean, I think they do. They got Celtic. We can look at the Champions League draw and brackets as well. Let me pull that up quick. League. This format is too ridiculous for me. Oh, look, there's a New York Times article as well. So here we go. I found a picture. Never mind. Oh, Siri got activated. I hate when I activate Siri. I have a HomePod, so it's kind of hard. I always activate Siri. Stupid thing. I hardly see Bayern pass these three teams. Yeah, I don't know. Bayern, they're a tough team to read, honestly, because you see them. They play these like crap teams. They don't necessarily perform, but I don't know, when they play the top dogs, I feel like they always put up a good fight. So number 6 is that new guy I can't pronounce. Prunovic. No, Scott Prunovic is 26. So I think 6 is available. Right? Or am I mistaken? 7 is another rookie I can't pronounce. But yeah, so this is the bracket for Champions League. I'm kind of covering the bottom part, but I can tell you. I zoomed in too much. That's okay. So Bayern Munich are playing Celtic in the first round. And this is a two-legged series, correct? It's a two-legged series, and then every game after that is single elimination, like knockout style football. Someone let me know. So Bayern and Celtic, we all favor Bayern, right? So Bayern's going to win that. They would face Leverkusen or Atletico. Do those two teams play each other, and whoever wins that game would face Bayern? I'm not sure how that works. So Bayern are facing Leverkusen or Atletico. Tough matchups. Bayern Munich, they lost to Leverkusen 1-0. Actually, this was their only loss at the Allianz Arena this year. In the DFB Pokal, they lost to Leverkusen 1-0 earlier this year, which knocked them out. So that'd be a revenge game if it ended up being Leverkusen. Atletico Madrid are really good, so that's a tough draw for Bayern. But honestly, they could get past them. I mean, they can definitely get past either of those teams. Oh, what a save by Wiener. It's still in the air. Musiala gets bumped. Still Musiala. Wow, the headers today. It's been a header frenzy in front of Wiener. There's been so much head in front of Wiener. That's what she said. That's my last one, everybody. I'm going to sign off on that one. The other side of the bracket, Man City, Real Madrid. I mean, what a draw that is for Real Madrid. His name is Rookie, says Nick. Oh yeah, 6 is open. The only small numbers left are 6 and 9, 69. Someone should be 69 in the NHL. No one's picked it. I don't know why no one's picked it. But yeah, he could be 6. Why not be 6? That's a good number for a defenseman. 9 works too. I was 9 for a little bit in high school. I mean, my freshman year, I was 9. No, my senior year, I was 9. Before that, I was 8. I was 9 my senior year. 5 minutes to go in this one. But yeah, we also have Brest. This is crazy. So we have Wiener in net for Holstein Kiel. Brest are playing PSG in Champions League. This is incredible. I mean, the jokes we could be making. Just imagine if Brest played Holstein Kiel and you had Wiener in net. You have Wiener against Brest. Wiener and Brest. Lots of things you can do with both. That's what she said. Lots of things you can do with both. Lots of fun you can have. But in the football sense, I think Brest would beat Holstein Kiel. But you never know. You never know. Club Brugge, Atalanta, Man City, Real Madrid, Juventus, PSG. I think Man City is going to upset Real Madrid. I know Man City have struggled in Champions League. I think they'll upset Real Madrid. Monaco, Benfica, Sporting, and Borussia, Dortmund. So if Dortmund win, they would face Aston Villa or Lille, which I like that draw. If they play Aston Villa, I think Villa's going to win that. If they play Lille, the Lily Pads from France, I think they're going to win, or Dortmund will win. But yeah, I mean, Dortmund's a Champions League team. They're definitely a Champions League team. That's basically their focus this year. That's honestly their only way back in the Champions League would be to win the Champions League. They're not going to finish top 4 in Bundesliga. I just don't see it. I think they're too far back. Lots of season left, but they'd have to go on a crazy tear to get back in the top 4. But I just don't see it. Celtic, Bayern, of course, and at the bottom here, I'm covering it. Feyenoord from Amsterdam and AC Milan, as the Americans say, but AC Milan. AC Milan. And then they'll play Inter or Arsenal. So yeah, I don't know how this works. If Barcelona, like, how does that work? Does Barcelona play Liverpool? Does Aston Villa play Lille? And then the winner plays the winner of Sporting and Dortmund? I don't know how this works. So someone please let me know if anybody's out there watching. I don't know how that works. Zilarek says he's been 27 and 34 in the past, talking about Adam Bohlquist. 34 is available. That feels like a goalie number, though, 34. I don't know if that would work. But yeah, still 4-1. We got about 2 minutes left plus stoppage time. If I'm the ref, I'm just going to let this clock run. Or just not add any extra time. There's no reason to. One thing I do want to touch on, some Bayern Munich news while this game is finishing out here, is they did make a signing. Bayern Munich, they acquired Jonas Erbig. He's a goalkeeper, 21 years old. We have a free kick here for Bayern Munich. Let's watch this. Kimmich is on it. Can Bayern make it 5? Here's Kimmich. Whips it in. Headed away. And Wiener is going to punch it. Why didn't he grab it there? Punchy pants, Wiener. And Kimmich is going to pass it back from Neuer. 70 in New Jersey. He was 70? Wow. That's a weird number. I don't think I've ever seen a hockey player be 70. That's really odd to me. Interesting. As I was saying, Bayern Munich, new signing, Jonas Erbig, 21 years old, goalkeeper. I'm assuming he's kind of the future. He's 21 after all. The future of the goalkeeping for Bayern Munich once Manuel Neuer retires. Such a legend, Manuel Neuer. Quote, this is a quote from Bayern Munich's website on Jonas Erbig. The German U21 goalkeeper wants to benefit from his new teammates as he looks to develop further and unlock his full potential at Bayern. This is a quote from Jonas Erbig. Obviously, Manuel Neuer inspired me. Also, Iker Casillas. They were my idols. I'm excited to be training now with Manuel and the goalkeeper group in general. I can learn from everyone here. I'm convinced by the step I've taken. It's about working on myself every day and integrating into the group so we can develop as a team. I want to play my part there. End quote. Seems like a nice kid. Seems like a very mature. I feel like a lot of goalkeepers are mature anyways, but I'm excited to see what he's going to bring. I thought we might see him in this game. There were speculations that Erbig might start today. He just joined the team on Wednesday. So I thought he might start, but we'll see. Oh, no! Another one for Holstein. Steven Skripski smashes it past Manuel Neuer in the 91st minute to make it 4-2. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's just what annoys me with Bayern, is that they do play so well. They get their 4 goals, right? But they can't keep a clean sheet. They can't keep a clean sheet. They take their foot off the gas. And that's what's frustrating as a Bayern fan. Because I want to see Manuel Neuer get clean sheets, get shutouts, but they always let teams get consolation goals at the end of games with poor defensive play. Zillerx is asking if there's a comeback coming. There's no comeback coming. There's 2 minutes left. There's a minute and a half left in this game. There's no comeback. No way. That would be the most insane upset I've ever seen in my entire life, if they could put 2 goals in 1 minute. It's like that one game show. You have a minute to win it for Holstein Kiel. Literally, you have a minute to win it. Here they go again. No way. No way. What a save. No! What's going on? What's going on? No! Wake up! Wake up! Wake the hell up! It's 4-3. What's going on? This back line for Bayern Munich, soft as butter. What are they doing? Soft as a baby's bottom defensively. Terrible. That's a goal. That's a preschool goal to give up. A slow pass down the middle, and they're through. They split the Bayern defense. It's 4-3. What is going on? They can't do it again. Here they come. No way. Shouts for a penalty. Wow. Shouts for a penalty. There's no penalty. Here comes Musiala. Wrap it up, Musiala, please. Here we go. Off the line. Cleared off the line. I think that was Gnabry looking for a second. Oh my gosh. What an end to this one. Out of nowhere. Kiel get 2 more goals. We've hit the 93 minutes. Zillerek says I'm going for Kiel now. You called it. The comeback. It was on. It was on there. They had a chance to get that 4th goal there. Unbelievable. Ref hasn't blown up yet, which I don't understand. We're at 4 minutes, ref. Blow up. Here's Leroy Sané. I mean, you're disappointed you're Vincent Kompany. And that's it. It's over. I mean, they get the 3 points, but what a way to get the 3 points. What a miraculous ending to this game. 4-1, and then in a span of like a minute, right? They get 2 goals, Holstein Kiel. Game ends 4-3. That's unreal. What a big goal that was. What a big goal that was for Bayern. Was it Serge Gnabry who got the last goal there? It was. He got the fourth goal, Serge Gnabry. How big was that? They had a 4-0 lead in the 54th minute, and they give up 3 consecutive goals, Bayern Munich. Unbelievable. That's the end of the game to the Rex. The game's over, 4-3. I mean, unreal. It's very frustrating as a Bayern fan. I mean, they get the 3 points, but, like, they keep letting teams back into games. They keep doing it. I mean, give credit to Holstein Kiel. I said at the start of the stream, 14 goals in their last 5 league games for Holstein Kiel. They can put the ball in the back of the net. But the problem for Kiel, they give up so many goals. And it's hard to play like that. And, crazy. I mean, they could have won this game, Holstein Kiel. I mean, they had a clearance off the line in the first half. 3 goals in the second half. It could have been a 4-4 game. Unbelievable. I don't think he'd be proud of that 3 points. Yeah, I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that. Sour taste in my mouth. They looked so good. 4-0 lead. I'm like, perfect. Let's get the shutout. They give up the 1 goal, the consolation goal. I'm like, okay, whatever. But those 2 goals, man, I mean, that's ridiculous. As soon as they get a lead in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, they just switch off, don't they? It's like, they just don't care. They're like, we're going to get the 3 points. We're not going to try. They just switch off. And I think that's on Vincent Kompany. I don't know what's going on. I mean, the players are good enough. Is it a coach problem? Is it a player problem? Is it a player mentality problem? Is it like a cockiness thing? I don't know. Do they take opponents too lightly? It's just, it's crazy. They're so dominant, and then they just don't care anymore. They just lose interest, basically, in the game. Zillerx says, comment of the night here by Zillerx. Wiener just isn't playing rock solid. He isn't. He was not. If he would have made one more save today, they would have gotten a draw in this one. Unbelievable. That was a crazy ending. It's not how you finish. It's not how you start. It's how you finish. And Wiener would know for sure. Let's take a look at the Bundesliga scores here. We have lots. Every game ended here on this lovely Saturday morning. Let's take a look. Mönchengladbach gets a 2-1 win over Stuttgart. That's a big win for Mönchengladbach. They were chasing Stuttgart. Unbelievable. That's a big That's a big win for them. Our game 4-3. Miraculously, it was 4-0, and the game ends 4-3. Unreal. Borussia Dortmund do hold on to get 3 points. Massive 3 points for Borussia Dortmund. First win in the new year, 2025, in the Bundesliga regular season for them. Great win. Great win. We had Guirassy and Bayer with the goals, and then Hansak for Heidenheim. But wasn't enough for Heidenheim. They lose this one. And they're still fighting for relegation. They're in the playoff spot after all. Bochum and Freiburg, 1-0 for Freiburg over Bochum. Sidila got the goal for Freiburg. And then Augsburg get the draw in the 83rd minute. Comer scores. Banks got the first goal on a penalty, it looks like, for St. Pauli. And then Mert Comer gets the goal to even it up. And that's a big point for Augsburg. They needed the 3 points for St. Pauli at home, but they don't get it. And that's where we stand. Later today, in about 10:30. That's 2 minutes. We have another game. Union Berlin and Leipzig. That'll be a good one. Tomorrow, we have a couple more games. Frankfurt, Wolfsburg, Leverkusen, and Hoffenheim. So Leverkusen, big game. Since Bayern Munich won, Leverkusen are chasing Bayern Munich for first place. Currently, there is a 9-point gap, but a Leverkusen win tomorrow, which they should, against Hoffenheim. Hoffenheim aren't, the best team. They should get that gap back to 6 points. And I think in a couple weeks, Bayern and Leverkusen play each other. So that's going to be a massive, massive game for Leverkusen if they want to win the title back-to-back years for the first time ever. We'll see if they can do that. So that's a big game that we definitely will cover on the channel in a couple weeks' time. These are their standings. Bayern, Leverkusen, Frankfurt, Stuttgart in the top 4. Leipzig in Europa League. Mainz in Conference League. Gladbach moved up to 30. They're within striking distance of Champions League. Werder Bremen moved up in striking distance. Freiburg moved up in striking distance. And look, I mean, Borussia Dortmund in 10th place, but they're only 3 points back of Stuttgart in for that last Champions League spot. So that was a big result. Stuttgart losing today for Borussia Dortmund. 3 points back of Champions League. So I said before, Dortmund's only hope for Champions League next year was Champions League, but it was winning the Champions League. But I mean, it looks like they can do it through the league as well if they start going on a run. If they don't go on a run, I don't think they'll do it, but it's the opportunity is there for sure, because Stuttgart are definitely not reliable. But I mean, Leipzig is there, and I rate Leipzig definitely higher than Borussia Dortmund. Then you got Wolfsburg, who moved down to 11th, Augsburg, St. Pauli, Union Berlin, Hoffenheim, Heidenheim in the relegation playoff, Holstein Kiel with this loss remain in 17th place in the relegation zone. Bochum, 18th place, relegation zone. Bright side for Kiel, they do score lots of goals. As long as they can beat the teams around them, they will avoid relegation. Beat Heidenheim, beat Hoffenheim. I mean, they're only a win, and they're out of the relegation zone, so it's definitely feasible for Holstein Kiel to avoid it. Relegation. Hopefully they do. They're a fun team to watch. I like Holstein Kiel. And we got to keep them in the league so we can keep making wiener jokes. That's the best. Oh, man. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. This was lots of fun. We haven't done this in quite a bit. I definitely miss doing this. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, bottom right-hand corner. We will be live every weekend covering Bayern Munich or Borussia Dortmund on the channel. So don't you worry. We will be live every weekend to do this. Saturday mornings, probably. They might play Sundays, too. They might be Sunday morning, but we'll see. But we'll be live every weekend for Bundesliga, so stay tuned. If you like the Bundesliga stuff, let me know. I enjoy doing it. It's a passion of mine. I know it's not super popular in America and Canada and in North America in general, but hopefully I can bring more exposure to this league. And it's just a fun league to watch, so hopefully you enjoyed it. Make sure you do follow me on Twitter. @GrantAkeem is the Twitter. @Grant_Akeem is my Instagram and Tickety Talk. If you want to get merch, join the Discord or make a donation. All links are going to be in the video description. If you want to check out the other content I do on this channel, let me show you quick. This is my YouTube homepage here. Let me zoom in a little bit. I'll kind of go through the stuff that I do. Wow, we've hit 230. We've hit 230 subscribers. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys are legends. Absolute legends in the chat today. Nick, Zillarex, Liam, everyone who commented, everyone who watched, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for that. We're on the road to 240 now. We'll see if we can get there next week. Thank you so much. That's incredible. That's made my day. Let's take a look at the what we do. So I am doing a Borussia Dortmund season mode. This is for the Bundesliga fans, which I'm assuming you are. We play one game at a time. I just record these. I'm basically going through Dortmund's season in the video game in EAFC 25. I started off at like January, I believe, in that season mode, and we're just playing through the games one by one, seeing if I can take this struggling Borussia Dortmund team to Champions League and maybe win the Champions League. We'll see if I can do that in the game at least. Now, I'm not sure if that'll happen in real life, but we'll see if I can do it in the game. So that's been fun to do and fun to film, so check that out if you want after this stream ends. Also, episode 3, we only have 2 episodes out. I have filmed episode 3. That will drop later today, so stay tuned for that. You got a double one, too. I did 2 games in that one, so you got a special. We also do the Grant Hakim show. This is like a little talk show that I do talking about hockey. That's like my number one passion is hockey. Specifically New York Islanders. We talk Islanders. We talk NHL news and anything else going on in the hockey world. On episode 3 here, I'm in the car and we talk about Tony DeAngelo, Scott Prunovich joining the team and whatever. So I'm just talking about that. That's me in my car. So you can check that out if you want. Expect videos once a week on the Grant Hakim show because I just film these in my car. So it's easy to do on my commute to work. Grant Reacts. We react to music, other things. I'm thinking of doing reacting to the Ricky Gervais show, which is like a show on HBO a long time ago. That's really funny. We might do some of those, so stay tuned for that on Grant Reacts. Hogwarts Legacy. I might do this tomorrow in the morning. You might play some Hogwarts Legacy live, so if you want to join me tomorrow morning for Hogwarts Legacy, you can. Don't worry, you can always watch it on the replay. That's the beauty of YouTube. We've been just playing through this game. Lots of fun. Grant and Chill, that's mainly for like live streams for like big events. So we did an election night stream, the Mike Tyson fight. These I won't do as much, but who knows? You never know with that. The Moksha Mindset is just like a health and wellness show that I'm working on. It's in the works right now. Stay tuned again for this. I'd say in a couple months, hopefully the first main episode of this will drop soon for Moksha Mindset, which is my major in college. So that's why we're doing that. And then Grant Goalie. I play hockey on the weekends in real life. I'm a goalie, and I basically vlog myself playing. So every Monday, I release a video of highlights from my game on Sunday nights. And then I just released a new video yesterday talking about my new goalie mask. Right here. I can show you a little preview. Show the mask, Grant. There you go. There's my mask. Watch the full video if you want. Links in the video description, or head to my YouTube homepage as well. And then AFC Richmond Career Mode. These are old. If you want to watch it, feel free. And then GTA 5. I highly recommend watching all of these episodes. These are about a year old now, but it was some of the best content that I think I've ever done on this channel. Just like GTA is so much fun to play. If you have nothing better to do on this Saturday, start at episode 1. There's 21 episodes for you. You could binge this all weekend if you want. Start with episode 1 and make your way through. It's such a fun game. It was just fun streams to do live with everybody. And I can't wait for GTA 6, which is incredible. That should be coming soon, GTA 6. Can't wait for it. And also, as a reminder, if you are a hockey fan, I will be live on the Hockey Podcast Network tonight for the New York Islanders and Tampa Bay Lightning. We'll be doing a live watch-along at about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So in about 7.5 hours from now, we'll be live again, but on a different channel. So I'll put the link on my YouTube community page so you can just quickly join from there, from my YouTube channel. I'll put the link on my community page. But also, I'll put it on my Twitter, Instagram. If you follow me there, I'll put links so you can find me on the Hockey Podcast Network tonight. Well, all right. Zilrex says, yay. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you so much. We reached our goal of 230 subscribers on the channel. We'll see if we can get close to 240 next weekend. But all of you guys are legends. Seriously, you're the best. You're the reason why I love doing this. You're the reason why the channel is the channel. This channel is for you guys after all. So thank you so much for your love and support. Before we go, I always like to end the streams by saying it's such a crazy world out there. I'm sending all my love, like it says back there, from me to you and to everybody around the world that could use some love right now, because there's craziness going on right now. I don't know what's going on. Lots of plane crashes and everything. So sending all my love to the victims of the plane crashes in America that are going on. So thank you. Sending love from me to you, everyone around the world. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing okay. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. If you live in the States, if you're in Europe, your Saturday is probably almost over. Hopefully you have a fun Saturday night. Hopefully you don't, get too drunk tonight. Just a little bit. Go clubbing. Have some fun. Do what you got to do. We'll see you next weekend for another Bundesliga game. Actually, let's figure this out now. Let's figure out next week's game. That's easy to do. Next week on the Bundesliga, what are we going to do? Match day 21. Bayern play on Friday. So it looks like we're going to be doing Borussia, Dortmund, and Stuttgart next weekend. Same time, same place. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dortmund, Stuttgart. February the 8th. Be here, be there, or be square. We'll be live next weekend for Dortmund. Right, thank you again, and we'll speak to you soon. We'll see you next week or on another video on the channel. Goodbye, everybody.